due to reflection can be cancelled out because they'll be out of phase. So this is what the ground reflection and the line of sight signal arrive at the receiver nearly out of phase, and hence it will cancel out. So we propose a propagation model called corner, which is which consists of 3 subsequent steps. It's a path loss prediction procedure, which consists of 3 steps, which is first one is reverse geocoding, second one is propagation situation classification, and the third one is the formula application. Reverse geocoding is like a given pair of nodes. It will map each node onto a road segment, and the shortest road segment between these 2 road segments represents the path that the signal will traverse. I'll explain this in further. Then the propagation situation is use the geometrical properties of the road network to access if the 2 nodes are in line of sight or behind a corner. And formula application is to compute all the geometrical distance involved in the application of the path loss prediction formula. Reverse geocoding procedures are used to map a given geographical position onto the road topology. The road segments are used to build a geometric model of the environment. It is then more important to select the actual road segments the signal will traverse rather than the path where the vehicles travel. So I'll explain this. This is the road segment, and the width of the road segment is RW, and this is what I told. Like there are 2 nodes, and A is located on the segment A1 and B is located on it's in between, so it can so A is considered to have 1 candidate road segment, but B is considered to have all the 4 candidate road segments. Since one has A and B, so we will consider only the road segment 1 to find the path loss. So that's what he is told here, that and since the vehicle travels only on that straight line, but the signal need not travel on the same straight line, it can travel in that distance of RW. So we consider that path as the proximity area, and the proximity area is defined as the surface that includes all locations that are at a distance smaller than RW by 2 from the road, and that one is the diagram. And the RW is the road segment width, and it is computed as follows. RW is number of lanes into the lane width plus 10, and the number of lanes is calculated in meters, and LW is the lane width, and 10 is considered for the sidewalk. If if there is a double lane, then this one will be multiplied by 2. And propagation situation classification. Path loss PL is a function of the relative position of the 2 nodes. Corner classifies each pair of vehicles in 3 different cases, which is LOS, which is line of sight, one is NLOS, non-line of sight 1, and NLOS2, which is non-line of sight 2. LOS is nothing but the 2 vehicles are said to be in line of sight if they are on the same road segment, or if they are inside the angular beam. 2 vehicles considered in line of sight if they are mapped on the same road segment, if they are mapped on 2 road segments connected by a crossroad, and one of them is in the angular view of the other. So the blue one is the LOS. And NLOS is nothing but, and I'll talk about that later. There is one more concept for LOS. There are two triangles. One is like AWB and AWA. These are the angular views generated by the closest and farthest crossroads. So if the other vehicle is traveling inside AWB and AWB is fully inside AWA, then still they are in line of sight, though they are connected across, though they have two crossroads in between. And NLOS. NLOS is two vehicles are considered to be NLOS if they are mapped onto two adjacent road segments and they are not in the angular view of the other, and they are mapped onto two road segments and they are separated by crossroads. So in this part they are separated by crossroads and it's not in the area of the angular view, so it's connected by a corner. So this is LOS. And here too, though it is not connected, but still this is connected with a corner, though it has two crossroads, and still it's not, it is away from the, it is not in the area of angular view, so that is NLOS. And the red one is it is not LOS, it is not a NLOS, and it is not in the beam, and it has two corners and separated by two crossroads. And after the reverse geocoding is done, then we classify those, and after that we apply the formula. So this is for LOS. Since the two vehicles are in the line of sight, the dominant component of the electromagnetic wave will be relative to the direct path to the destination. So we can use the space attenuation formula as normal, which is nothing but PL is 20 log lambda by 4 pi d, where lambda is the wavelength and d is the distance between the two vehicles. Since we have, this is only for LOS. Then we'll talk about NLOS one. In non-line of sight one, the two vehicles, transmitter and receiver, there is no dominant component, and there are and the signal which to communicate from the transmitter to the receiver goes through reflections and diffractions. So the path loss is the sum of the reflections and the diffractions. The transmitter